Put the women and children to bed. This is for mature audiences only, so please listen carefully. This is Hard Rock Court, and this is the IWA. We are not associated with any league or any federation. Do not go to your league commissioners. Do not go to the owners. Come directly to us. This is not a test.
You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to the Louisiana Swamp League, and welcome to Shane's World. With me in studio, Commissioner of the Louisiana Swamp League, Shane Cole, and with us in studio, General Manager Tim Clark. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you, Flip.
Thanks.
Oh, man, you know what? we got Shane on, man. Oh, man. Now, we're here to cover the Louisiana Swamp League. Like I said, this league is slowly but surely brewing to be a nice swamping ground. I was going to say stomping ground, but I think swamping ground is going to be more appropriate for this league because a lot of madness is already brewing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now, Shane, you know, one of the things that we do on these review shows is we go over the league champs. Do you want to cover our league champs for what cycle are we in?
We are getting ready to go into cycle 201.
201, nice, right? Coming off of a big, what do you call it?
We're coming off the milestone of 200.
Yeah, there you go. So you want to go ahead and read off 201's champions?
Sure. This is the 200 cycle that we just finished up with. We have for our World Swamp Champ, Mr. Fantastic. American Extreme Champion is from SOS Pistol Pez Dispenser. We have King of the South Champion, IOD War Goddess.
Congratulations, War Goddess.
Then we have Southern Heritage Champion, SOS Skinny Cyclist.
Nice.
We have Primetime Elite Champion, IOD Hard Rock Horton.
Oh, those IOD guys putting in work.
He actually won our Royal Rumble in this cycle that we had for the 200th cycle.
Nice. Congratulations, Hard Rock.
Yep. So we have Brass Knuckle Champion, DOD Catfish John.
Woohoo! Catfish.
Yeah, all right.
We have Order Ramalama Ding Dong as the Colossal Fear Champion.
The one and only Ramalama.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Our Grand Impact Champion is SOS El Hijo de Machete. I'm guessing that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah, Machete's son.
We also have for the Iron Fist Champion, DOD Big Mama Red.
Big Mama?
Right.
The First Blood Champion is SOS Boba.
Boba. Oh, dude, you know, Boba's always doing work.
Our Southern Hardcore Champion is SOS Kerry
Kurgulin.
Right.
Kurgulin.
Good old. I try to say that 3 times fast.
We have our Barbed Wire Champion, SOS Moldy Pistachio.
Nice.
Our Tag Team Champions are NFG/LPL/GF, Pigeon Toes, Ellie Mae, and Pipsqueak.
Oh, man, you know what? Those people are causing trouble around here.
Our TV Tag Team Champions are the War Goddess and Hard Rock Horton from IOD.
Nice.
Our 6-man champions are, again, Pigeon Toes, Ellie Mae, Pipsqueak, and Turnbuckle Chewing Rocco Steele from NFG/LPL/GF.
Oh, man.
Our TV 6-man champions, we have the Bullet Club, Scottish Psychopath Drew McIntyre, Bullet Club, the franchise, Kenny Omega, and IOD War Goddess.
Now, yesterday's show, Shane, we heard that the Bullet Club was getting in War Goddess's way. She was claiming that they, she did all the work, and those guys were just, in the corner. So
Yeah, it sounds about right.
This is your turn to shoot on her. Come on.
Yeah, War Goddess is pretty much trying to take over our whole league with all the titles.
Well, she don't want to take it over. She just likes to think she did everything, you know.
Right. She likes to think she's getting everything handed to her.
Oh man, that War Goddess, I'm telling you. Yeah, so no, now IOD has, come on strong. They ended the year strong. They started the year strong. War Goddess, so dominant. It just, and successful now because, they were finding a hard time. He mentioned on a previous show how he struggled, coming out of the rookie league. He struggled to find, his identity in some of these bigger leagues.
And now he's finally found his identity.
Oh yeah, and he just, he found his comfort zone, and we do mention, how big the association is, Shane, and how sometimes, it takes a while to find a nice comfort zone and a good pace, for your play style.
Right.
In the same, in that same thought, similar to like yourself, like you were saying, hey, you know what, you were trying here, you were trying there. I think now that you settled on commissioning and running this league with Tim, I think you guys are finding a nice pace, a nice comfort, for to have some fun here in the IWA.
Oh yeah, I really don't think this league would even be as big as it is without Tim's help. Tim's been awesome with everything that he's been helping with.
Oh yeah. Now, yesterday we were mentioning some of the titles, Shane. If you don't mind, I want to kind of re-emphasize those titles just so anyone listening, they know, how to get a piece of them. And since some of these titles are open to all, obviously the Diamond Drop, you do have to spend that $1 and join the Battle Royal. They will take the Battle Royal winners and put them into a Fatal 4-Way. Once they have the 4, Battle Royal winners, they put them into a Fatal 4-Way, and that winner will get a shot at the Diamond Drop at the next pay-per-view. Right now, we do have the pay-per-view, match set for the next pay-per-view already. It's between who did you say, Shane?
For the
Diamond Drop.
Diamond Drop for
April.
For April, we have right now the winner of the Diamond Drop was Buck's Mistake. So he's going to be going up against Hard Rock Horton because Hard Rock Horton had won the Royal Rumble. He also became the Man of the Year for 2018 and received the first shot at the Diamond Drop champion for April.
Nice. So you said it's going to be Bubba.
It's going to be Buck's Mistake versus Hard Rock Horton.
Mistake versus Hard Rock Horton at the next pay-per-view. Nice.
Yeah, okay. This was a mistake. I didn't mean to win the title.
Nice. Yeah, so we have the Diamond Drop there, and like I said, if you want a shot at the Diamond Drop, make sure you spend that $1. Get into the battle.
Right. As G&L would say, spend that $1.
And that $1, guys. Yeah, no, definitely. Now, one of the other titles we mentioned yesterday was our GeForce title. The GeForce title is another one of the commissioner titles there in the Louisiana Swamp League. And Shane, when we were talking yesterday, we mentioned that this is going to be our open challenge title. A lot of people come into a league and they say, hey, the commissioner's not being fair. He's not giving me a shot at this title. This one here, it's open to all.
Well, here's their chance right here. They can't bitch if they're getting the title shot.
If you want a shot at the GeForce, all you have to do is sign that match against the champion. Label it GeForce so that we can find it. And if you do beat the champion, the person obviously with the
highest point, or if it gets tied.
Now with the way the IWA is given the information, we can even settle it with point flow because we know who's higher up.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now, the one title we didn't mention yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. Let's mention the last one that we did mention yesterday. The one that we mentioned yesterday was the Gator Bait, which is the Louisiana Swamp League's version of a hardcore title.
Right.
And the one thing I like, Shane, is the way you guys set this up, where it's going to be contested from card to card. So if you're the champion and you lose a match in that first card, well, then you lost that belt. And whoever won it, we look for them in the next card, or we look for the next time that they're there, and it can keep changing hands. Is pretty much the beauty of that title.
Right.
It kind of it gives you that that hardcore aspect. So like I told Tim yesterday, I go, man, Tim, I go, you guys had 40 cards, so you mean that title could technically change hands every card? He's like, yep, that's why it's a hardcore title, the Gator Bait.
Right.
This might get people to sign more matches.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, it's a different twist on a commissioner title, so I kind of enjoyed it. And just in case you needed another incentive, Shane, the last title we didn't mention yesterday was our Impact Light Heavyweight.
You guys didn't mention that yesterday?
No,
I didn't mention it because I forgot who was all in the match for that one, so I didn't mention it. You got the match stuff.
Let's see.
Now, originally, Shane, what you were telling me was that originally we had in mind to have like a lucha, quote unquote, lucha division, but just to give it a better, a broader, spectrum, you wanted to, go ahead and just, make it a little more available to all. So we went with a light heavyweight, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes, that's there for this 200 cycle pay-per-view that we did. It was Ricky the Fox Steamboat versus Switchblade versus King Puma, and King Puma wound up winning that light heavyweight, or at the time it was called World Lucha Heavyweight title. Now it's going to be called the Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yep,
nice.
So heavyweight championship.
Nice. So King Puma is our light heavyweight right now.
Correct.
Perfect. Nice. So, and that's the only title that we have filled right now. Is that correct, or have we filled the Gator Bait one?
We have
filled the Gator Bait. I can't remember who won it, but we filled it.
Let's see. Trying to look at my notes so I can give you the right gut.
I think it was a Stamboli or something. I don't remember.
There it is. Okay. We had Hard Rock Horton versus SOS Pistol Pez Dispenser versus Bucks Incompetence, Cheerleader Sassy Red, Orders Timothy Stamboli, and Panama City Playboy Shane Cole.
Nice.
And Order Timothy's Stamboli was the actual winner of the Gator Bait Championship.
Nice. Gator Bait.
Oh!
Nice. So we'll see how many cards Stamboli can hold on to that title, and we'll see who ends up lifting that title at the end of next cycle.
Yep.
Hey, man! Anybody who wants a shot.
Oh man, that's the beauty. But see, here's the part that makes it interesting is that you never know who's gonna have that title, because it could wind up in anyone's hand after the first card. So it just makes it that much more dynamic.
Right. And that'll put a whole bunch of prestige on it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gator Bait.
The other big match we had for the pay-per-view was the actual Cage of Doom match that we had.
Yep.
That was
now the pay-per-view that just passed, Shane. What was the name of that pay-per-view?
That was called Cage of Doom.
The Cage of Doom pay-per-view. Now, we did mention the match for the then Lucha Championship. That was one of the matches. What other match was there?
There was the actual match in the It was a
triple threat.
Right. No disqualification, triple threat Cage of Doom with Voice of the Voiceless CM Punk versus Matthew Stamboli versus Bullet Club's The Franchise Kenny Omega, and Matthew Stamboli was the one that actually won that.
Nice, Stamboli. The
The
Stamboli.
Stamboli brothers are undefeated.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now, I know those Stamboli brothers are crazy as heck because I mean I heard what they were up to, but was that match? Did it have any stipulations, or was that just kind of
Oh
like
no disqualification. I think that was it, right, Shane?
Yeah, it was just a no disqualification match that had every possible weapon you could think of inside the cage for all the guys to use on each other.
Nice.
And
So it was
what
just
about our other championship? Our Gift of the Swamps champion.
that's one we didn't even mention that one yesterday. Who
I
contended
think
for
that was the Scottish Psychopath who won that one.
Correct. It was the Boa Club Scottish Psychopath Drew McIntyre beat Johnny Bones and Ramalama Ding Dong to win the Gift of the Swamp title.
Nice. Now, how is that one contested? Is that the trash talk one?
That one, if I remember correctly from what me and Tim had talked about, I believe that's the one whoever actually wins the Battle Royal becomes the Gift of the Swamp title.
Well,
But I could be
give
wrong.
a shot at it.
Right.
Also, the Battle Royal winner not only gets an opportunity to be in the four-way for the Diamond Drop, but a shot at the Gift of the Swamp.
That's right.
Sure.
Every cycle.
Every cycle. Perfect. That works. That's beautiful. Yeah, like that you get an instant. I mean, so it just add some more incentive to be in the Battle Royal.
That's right. Spend that dollar, people.
Yeah, make it pay, and like that, it's awesome, because like that, like I said, it gives you two rewards for one on top of the already the eye cash that you're gonna win, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we had those. I mean, what other matches did we have this last pay-per-view?
Let's see. We had our new World Divas champion that came out. It was the Glamazon Raven Phoenix versus Violent Victoria Red and Hardcore Jenny Lane. That one Jeannie Lane, sorry. That one I believe it was the Glamazon Raven Phoenix that
I thought it was Vivi Red.
Right, you're right. You're right.
It was by one point, just
right.
1 point.
Right. Violent Victoria Red was the one that actually won that.
Oh, so Violent Victoria Red is our new. Now, for it to be in the swamps, it's kind of hard to push the divas, unless those swamp girls really want to pretty up.
Yeah, it was. I think when me and Tim originally took over, there was women in there. That's why we just said we would just keep having some women in the league.
A little divas, but we can't call it like the women's world or no.
We could change the name, but women's divas is all we could think of at the time.
Right.
I'm just teasing with you guys.
How about this?
And that Divas belt looks kind of trippy anyway. So I'm sure Ellie Mae will want a piece of it.
If nobody likes the name of it, we could always change it to the Flaming Rose Women's Championship.
You know what? When Ellie Mae wins it, she's gonna change the name of that freaking title. For now, you guys can keep it.
Well, she's part of that gauntlet match at WrestlePalooza. All the women are part of that gauntlet match.
Oh yeah, she's gonna bring it home and she's gonna throw it into the swamps and bring it out. And it's gonna be the something. We'll think of a new name for that title when it comes out of the swamp. Oh man. Yeah. So so we had that one. That one was that the end of our pay-per-view there, Shane? Or how many matches did you guys have?
We had 8.
Nice. That's a good way to start off the year.
I do believe it was 8, wasn't it, Shane?
Yeah, it was 8 matches for this first pay-per-view.
Nice. What else we got on that list?
Our other big match, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, me and Tim decided that the Royal Rumble was going to be the main event match for the pay-per-view.
And we already know who all won that.
Right.
Darn Hard Rock Horton.
Yep.
And it was in the Cage of Doom where eliminations were pinfalls or submissions.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you know what? Hard Rock went on air yesterday, and he said that Pipsqueak cost them the tag team titles. So watch out because Pipsqueak's going after Hard Rock.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's gonna do his one special move, punch in the nuts.
Oh man, you better watch out because I also heard that he bought a new mask, and the mask is like has a steel plate in the forehead. So
headbutt to the nuts.
So watch out there, commissioners. Watch out there, commissioners.
Or is Ellie Mae gonna throw him at us?
Well, that's the problem there. Shane hasn't heard that's their finisher. That's going to be their new finisher. Ellie Mae's going to pick up Pipsqueak and swing him and then toss him at their opponent.
Oh, cool.
That's a nice tag team move. Flying Pipsqueak, the flying Pipsqueak.
Yep.
Oh man. Definitely he's going to ask to join the Bullet Club eventually.
That's right. That's right. The mini bullet. That's the name.
Oh man. Yeah, no. So we got an interesting matchup. Obviously, what other ones did we have there at the pay-per-view, or was that our last one? I lost track. We've gone over.
Yeah, I believe that was the last match for the pay-per-view was the Royal Rumble match.
The Royal Rumble match. In Hard Rock, we don't got that. Now, in terms of the Bullet Club, I know they've. It looks like they've sided with IOD, kind of. But of course the Bullet Club, they're just looking for gold.
Yeah,
not an easy alliance.
I think because the Bullet Club won the TV 6-man, they were hoping to try and at some point take all the titles away from War Goddess because she's got so many titles right now.
Yeah, she's like they were like we know where we can find someone to get us some gold, but
right,
yeah,
she's got the King of South Championship, the TV Tag Team Championship,
and King of the South. That's one of the regionals. She even got a regional.
Yeah,
right, that's the regional title that she has.
Holy!
So she has those 3 titles, and now she also has which is it? She also became at the time it was called New American Championship.
And now it's the G4.
So now, that's right. That's the other thing she was mentioning yesterday, or Jerry was mentioning about War Goddess. So she's open to anybody. So come at her. So if you want that challenge against War Goddess, just mark that match GeForce. I know Ellie Mae took her up on that. Ellie Mae is definitely going to go after that GeForce as well. So she should be fun. Now the other big crew that we have there is the DOD. Catfish John. Leading that crew there. And anytime you have Catfish, any one of the Catfishes make their way into your league, man, you can expect hell to break loose.
Yep, and you can expect a lot of title changes too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean that alone right there, Shane, was a big signing. I mean, you got Catfish here, you got great general manager to help move the angles along. The titles are all awesome. Changing the names was awesome. So kudos to getting your league situated, man. But in terms of moving forward, what would you like to see? Is there any other?
You want to know what I want to see?
Uh-huh.
The one thing I want to see is a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah, no, you know what? And card count, is also, it is nice to see card count go up, but more importantly, when you find, a good bunch of people to, just to play the game with, like we were mentioning yesterday, just, to get someone, over, in a league where, you have full control is awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was telling Tim the other day, my two things that I'd love to see is for us to be able to get over 50 cards to get in the elite style and to get into the top 10 list of leagues.
Yeah, I mean those are all nice and all, but I mean I think, like I said, that's a whole different side of the game. But
I got some congratulations to give out one more time.
I want to give them shout outs for sure, brother. Go ahead.
This one's to you, Flip, and the IWA report coming out. The Women's World Championship and the National Women's Championship.
Oh yeah!
Wow! Congratulations on that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely luck worked in my way.
I don't remember if anybody from the LSL ended up on it, so I can't really mention anybody.
I think when I looked at the report last, I didn't see anybody other than Flip's wrestlers listed right now.
Yep. They could always change it from here and then. They might be waiting. Who knows?
Oh man.
I know one of the other things that was going on was, I believe it was in this last report, the voice of the voiceless CM Punk has been running his mouth saying that the only reason he was actually brought to the LSL was to have a main event guy, and he had like 4 other wrestlers that all said they want to kick the crap out of him.
Was I one of those?
Yeah, I think one of your guys was one of the 4 that all said they want to kick the crap out of him for running his mouth.
I know Hard Rock was one of them.
Yeah, Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think Kenny had made a statement about one of the other wrestlers. I believe it's on the Edge Hydric manager.
Yeah.
He has a guy listed as the franchise, and Kenny Omega said once he beats him, he wants to be listed as the only franchise in the LSL.
He has to accept the match first, doesn't he?
I think from what I heard, we just put the match was already put in there, so it wasn't really contested by this guy Sharif. I think that was one of the only ones that I actually saw that wasn't a match that he scheduled to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's why Tim really didn't talk much about it.
We need to get a hold of him. We need to get a hold of Marcel by pen pal or something. That way you can say, how about we have a match?
Right.
The winner takes the franchise title.
This is my league.
I want to be called the undisputed franchise.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it sounds better. Undisputed franchise. Kenny Omega. Maybe you should change that to that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do because, like I said, me and Tim haven't been able to get a hold of the manager, and I don't know if Kim has been able to reach out to him. I know she said she tried, but I didn't hear back from her if she got a hold of him or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, I mean, there's some people that'll, reluctant to run into the story angles, but sometimes you just got to go with what what they throw at you, Yeah. Especially when you got a 3 foot, 11.5 midget punching you in the nuts. That should get your attention. The hell with the guys that aren't getting your attention. You got another knucklehead coming into your office, chewing on your desk, chewing on your table. Then you got some
Rocco still.
Then you got some Patsy, flashing her ass everywhere, trying to distract you guys.
Well, I don't mind her flashing her ass everywhere, man. She's fine as hell.
Oh man.
Hey, you could do that on my desk.
You can like the distraction factor, so we'll see how that works out, but
the other story I was going to tell you about was with Leo Kruger when he got attacked by Pipsqueak.
Yeah.
That bastard. I had it set up where the storyline that was kind of going along with that was that Leo Kruger basically had sold the league to Muhammad Hussein, and that's how he became the new commissioner guy.
Oh, nice. So Kruger took the nut to the what is it? The punch to the nuts, and sold the league. He's like, I ain't gonna deal with this pipsqueak bitch.
Right.
You deal with him, Muhammad. You deal with him.
Yep.
Ah, man. I can't wait to go sock him in the nuts. I might have to uppercut him because he looks like he's a little bit taller. So
Yeah.
The direct punch, I might have to do like a little what is that? The Super Mario, like
Oh.
when he jumps to break the brick. There you go, Muhammad.
Headbutt to the nuts.
There you go, headbutt to the nuts. Oh, nice. Well, Hussein better watch out because we're coming after Hussein.
It's actually Muhammad Hassan.
Hassan. They come after Hassan.
Whatever to that dog that you had, Flip.
What happened to which one?
The dog. You had like a dog and a duck that were like talking back and forth to each other.
Oh well, the duck's still around. He's just in the ASL and the WWL.
Yeah, the duck's still around. The dog I can't take credit for. The dog was actually my coworker Paul, who runs the IOD that's also there.
Oh,
yep,
okay.
Newest IOD.
He had he used to have
Hatcher.
Yeah, he used to have Nemo. So yeah, I remember he had Nemo and Sergeant Deadman and Corporal Rampage. That's what he was running.
Hey, why don't he just join the Facebook page, or did he already do that?
I think so. He's a post worker, so like I keep telling him to log on as much as he can, but
Hey, I got an idea for his next.
I told him just don't go postal on us. Just don't go postal.
The disgruntled postman.
Shout out, Paul, if you're listening, brother. Like I said, man, I know you got a lot going on, but shout out to you, brother. Hope all's well.
That's right. We hope you do well in the league too.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, man, a lot of fun there in the LSL. Yeah, no, and like I said, I know the other person that we have to shout out is Derek Tuttle. I know he has a nice crew cast there. Thanks again, for bringing your roster down. We are trying to finalize everything to keep or to make that run to an elite push. Because I said that's the biggest payoff I see, Shane. To be honest with you, because if we can get over 50 cards.
I think it's got to be 2 cycles in a row. We got to get over 50 cards.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking just consistently. If we can keep it at 50, and everybody, so like that, it'll guarantee us a shot at that elite title. And I think we can have a lot of fun with it. Now,
oh yeah.
Now, Shane, I know you reached out to Commissioner Will Wisdom.
Yeah, we're part of that.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So you guys are, and you guys saw the calendar. When's the LSL champion fighting for that? And have you guys?
Dang, man, I think we're the last league for it.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll be a while. So it'll give us time to determine which champion. More than likely, it's going to be the Diamond Drop, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I believe that's who it would be. And I think Will had told me it was like June or July that the champion would actually come to LSL.
Okay, perfect. And then, like I said, that's something. If you haven't caught, Will Wisdom is running the Steel Interfed Championship. It's a title traveling from different steel leagues. When it comes to your league, commissioners have to sign the interleague match and give their champion a shot at it, and hopefully they can bring it to the league. So something different, something nice to also track throughout the IWA. So. Congratulations to the champion. I think. Oh man, I went blank, but I'll roll it on the screen.
Chaos Night.
It's the Chaos Night, right? Okay, perfect. Tim, awesome. I'm glad you're here to keep me on my toes, man. Because that's awesome. So the Chaos Night is.
But this coming cycle, it might be the Kabuki Dragon.
AWL got that first shot, or no, CCL.
Yep, CCL.
CCL got that first shot at it, so watch out now.
Yep.
Now, I mean, Shane, I mean, we do have a lot of characters there. Obviously, we mentioned Catfish John and their crew. You mentioned, some new arriving cast and crew coming. Building up to this next pay-per-view, obviously, the hardcore, title there with the Gator Bait. I know Rocco's going to be chasing that one. I know Pipsqueak has been demanding, title shot after title shot, but I think the new commissioner there is going to either put him in his place or force him to sign a full contract here in the LSL, because I don't think he's going to be too happy with this quote unquote invasion.
Yeah, he's pretty much telling everybody that nothing is going to be handed to them. They have to earn their shots at the championships.
No going around.
Pipsqueak. If you want a shot at a title so bad, why don't you enter that battle royal and win it?
Oh man, you know what? He's actually banking on. He keeps throwing Lucky Star's name out there, like as if that's going to get him some pull or something. It's like, where's Lucky? Give me Lucky Star.
He promised me. When we all know Lucky Stars didn't promise nothing.
Right?
Watch, when he finds me, he's gonna say, "Where's Muhammad Hassan? Where is he? Where is he?"
Like, Muhammad promised me, Lucky. He promised me, I tell you. You know what? Now he's gonna say Kruger promised him. It's like, you bring Kruger back. He'll tell you. Where's that Kruger? I could have sworn he said he'd give me a shot.
Oh, and Commissioner Hassan did make one small change. For the light heavyweight division, he now has the Panama City Playboy Shane Cole running that division.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that on the post. Yeah, I see every post that's posted.
That's going to be his
That's going to be his duty.
That's going to be his general manager.
Yeah, he is the boss of the light heavyweights.
Oh man, I feel sorry for him because.
So Pipsqueak's asking the wrong person around here.
Oh, you know what? There's going to be a couple people getting punched in the nuts. A couple.
Yeah. Shane Cole doesn't care who it is. They got to earn their spot or kick his butt trying to get it.
Oh man. You know what? Shane Cole just better watch out because if we've been known to hide inside trash cans or just, so watch out, when you're throwing away your lunch, because that kick to the shin, the kick to the shin's always deadly.
Sure. Right. That Shane for not giving me my title shot.
Exactly.
He's got the soon to be undisputed franchise Kenny Omega watching his back.
But that's what Ellie Mae's there for. Ellie Mae's gonna have everyone distracted. He's not even gonna know.
Yeah, I know. Ellie Mae has already got me distracted.
The distraction, the next thing you know, you're getting punched in the nuts, and you're like, crossing your eyes, falling to your knees. What happened? Oh no! Oh man, good times there. Good times in the LSL. But in terms of the wrestling, I mean, we do have the elite of the elite there with Hard Rock Horton, and War Goddess, showing that wrestling, is still the main focus in the LSL. We got competitors like Catfish John, like Boba, who are gonna, rise to the occasion when called upon. So now I know we mentioned them yesterday, Timmy, but your two guys. Dang it, I went blank. What was it? The Bobolinis, the Bellatonis, the Stambolinis.
Stambolis.
There we go. It's close. The Stamboli brothers. I mean, those guys ain't nice. They're not nice at all.
No, I think they've been trying to, from what I've been reading, seems like they're trying to get their name known so they can start getting the tag team title shots.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the Stamboli brothers versus the Bullet Club. What are some of the other elite tag teams that we have there right now, Shane? We got obviously the Invasion came in. They came in strong with but they have a name. They're not called the Invasion. They're called Ghetto Fabulous.
Right.
Ghetto Fabulous is Pipsqueak, Ellie Mae, and Turnbuckle chewing Rocco Steele. So that's our Ghetto Fabulous crew right there.
This is true.
Oh man, yeah. So now, who else do we have there in that tag and six-man division?
Let's see. We also have for the IOD, they have War Goddess and trying to see who are the partners. War Goddess and Hard Rock Horton are one tag team that is trying to make a big move for the titles.
And I know the Blade Runners came in. I know the Blade Runners are another tag team that are going to eventually push for the tag. I know their leader, the Night Hatcher. They had a rough time in the NWO in the rookie days. But towards the end of it, they won some titles, so they got a little momentum, and they decided to move over here and support the LSL in their push to 50 cards. So.
Right. I just noticed we have a tag team run by Vixen, which is Charlene Fulton and Catalina Curves.
Nice, perfect. Some more women's division.
Yep, they're one of the teams that's actually going to be probably competing for the brand new women's world tag team titles that were announced a couple days ago.
Nice, very cool. I think we lost our general manager. Tim, you there? Oh yeah, he probably had to run off for a little bit. He might have to run off for a little bit.
He actually put a post up the other day for the men's tag team. So the men are going to have a brand new tag team title that they can go for.
Nice. So we got the men's and the women's commissioner tag titles coming as well.
Definitely.
Nice, very nice. Now, in terms of that one, are we doing it based on previous champions, or are we doing a trash talk entry, or are we doing a tournament?
From the way Tim was explaining it to me, was he's gonna at some point set up a tag team tournament so that we can find out who the number one contenders will be for that. The number one contender and the number two contenders for that will be a match at WrestlePalooza to be crowned.
Nice. Oh man! Now let me see. I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else to cover, Shane? Anything else we can go over?
I know this coming cycle 201. One of the six-man teams that's going to be coming in as brand new wrestlers is the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad, they want to come in and have their debut so that they can get into WrestlePalooza for possibly a six-man title that me and Tim have been talking about.
Now you said the Riot Squad is going to be Roman Rage, McIntyre, and Omega.
Riot Squad is going to be Victoria Riot, Sarah Carnage, and Liv Venom.
Nice. And so that'll make the women's division loaded now.
Right, they're going to go right into the women's division.
Oh man, I thought Ellie Mae was going to have it easy. Ellie Mae.
They're actually going to be in the women's battle royal. The three of them are going to be in that battle royal to possibly become the new world Divas heavyweight champion.
Nice. So that's going to make things interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it. So we got some more women coming. We got some more action. I said, we said the next pay-per-view, you had a name for it already? WrestlePalooza, you guys were saying, right?
Right. WrestlePalooza is going to be the pay-per-view in April.
Nice. So we got a few cycles to go, build up that trash talk, build up some more angles.
Right.
We had mentioned that we are trying to get about 12 cards, or
Right.
12 matches on that card.
Right. The other idea that we're doing, instead of having us do pay-per-views like AWL does every cycle, we figured we're going to do the pay-per-views every 3 months. So April would be the next one, and then July will be the summer pay-per-view, and then we would have a Halloween pay-per-view, and then one in December before we go back into the Cage of Doom in January.
That works. That gives us 4 throughout the year. That's a good pace right there. It's a good pace to run. So I said it should give us enough time to brew some of these angles up. Like I said, I'm curious to see who Catfish John signs with. I know his crew usually is in the forefront of some of the madness that happens, and I'm curious as to how how he develops his angle.
Right. Luckily, we got, thanks to me and Tim doing a lot of recruiting, we've gotten some really good managers that are all coming in within the next cycle or two.
Nice. You guys were mentioning off air that we do have some new managers coming. Like I said, want to shout out, some possible new entries. Shout out to Scott Olson. Shout out to you said DeJuan?
Dewan Phipps, I believe is how he pronounces it.
Okay. Shout out to Juan. Like I said, hope to see you guys in the league. And Shane, like I said, anytime you want to come on, anytime you want to, use these airways, they are yours. They are open. I said we'll keep pushing the action there in the Louisiana Swamp League. Any last shout outs before we sign off?
I would definitely like to give a shout out to Gerard. I'm trying to think of what his last name is. I believe it's Gerard Horton.
Yeah, Jerry Horton, for sure.
He has been amazing over the last month since we've been commissioners. He's doing all the trash talk. His wrestlers are really, really popping right now.
Big shout out to Jerry Horton, member of Salvation. Like I said, definitely want to keep the action going. Again, anytime you guys want, come on over, join the action there in the Louisiana Swamp League. For now, you've been listening to General Manager Timothy Clark, Commissioner Shane Cole, and myself, IWA Flip. This has been Shane's World. Guys, see you guys next time.